Hello everybody and welcome to another reading of this gorgeous book and another character trait of the inner French girl so that you know how to love you and your life. Let's go, because this is a goodie. I've got something real big to say at the end of it. Very passionate about this one today, okay? So the trait that we're going to be discussing today is discretion. A French girl practices discretion. Here's what I mean. From her sense of self-possession flows another essential quality that shapes her world definitively: discretion. The French girl wears her discretion like a filter or a screen, and every decision in her life passes through it. What she wears, how she spends her time, who she lets into her life, what she says and does not say. Discretion is an ongoing act of self-editing. The French girl understands that even the smallest gesture is a choice, a purposeful selection of one path over another, one outcome over another, one impression over another. There's nothing random or haphazard about her. Everything is about personal choice. And behind every decision is a deliberate, thoughtful reflex of, is this really me? Should I speak my mind or hold back? How should I approach this particular person? How much of myself do I reveal? What is the true value of this friendship, this experience, this thing? Does this make me feel good? Sexy, alive? The French girl, sorry, I'm gonna move on to this. Sorry, the French girl is brought up to be polite, but she is not necessarily brought up to be a good girl. Lucky her, that Anglo-Saxon imperative to be liked and be like everyone else is not high on her list. Her culture exalts the iconoclast, the nonconformist, the artist, and original thinker, all of which makes it more natural for her to say no to prevailing pressures. She is able to draw the line between who she is and who she is not on every level. So she is able to discriminate without ambivalence, whether it's about a skirt or a man that simply isn't right for her life. It also makes it easy for her to ignore the pressure to be all things to all people and to appreciate the company of herself with a book, a glass of wine, over the filler noise of other people who don't really rock her world. This ability to say no graciously, thoughtfully, reinforces her natural discretion. What she eventually does let into her life is more of a reflection of herself, and by default, more authentic. Even in her impulses, there's a certain intention, but she's not quick to jump on any bandwagons, which means when all is said and done, her life ends up custom made, not made by custom. So, again, this aspect of French girl is very much about choice, conscious choice. And what do I always talk about here on The Elegant Life, right? Conscious choices. Knowing who you are and what you will accept and what you won't allows you to make choices very easily without ambivalence. Oh, I should. Oh. This, you don't need to talk to anybody about it, ask anybody, you know. Now this takes practice. Okay, but there's two areas that I really want you to focus on today, ladies. And this is your elegant assignment for today. You must create standards for your life. What are your standards for, let's look at relationships today. What are your standards for friendship? And what are your standards for your relationship? Because here's what I know for sure. Women are very good at just numbing themselves and saying, well, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to make it upset. I don't want to make their life difficult. I can just do it all. It's easier that way. Ladies, all that will do is make you be resentful and angry or depressed, numb, joyless. You need to spend time getting to know who you are and what your standards are, and then commit to those and stand true to those. The French girl has discretion about and a filter about who she lets in, what she lets in. That includes all kinds of things like TV, gossip, movies. Oh, goodness. But today we're only going to focus on people. What kind of people are you going to allow through your filter? Have discretion over that. Create your standards. So how do you do that? I'm going to talk about friendship first. I used to spend a heck of a lot of time investing in friends that did not leave me feeling good after I walked away from them. Many things happened, and maybe you can relate. One, I always felt like I was the one that had to connect first, to make a plan, to get together, to just connect and call. I had to be the one to always do that. I finally, after, I'm talking 40 years, realized, hey, I'm actually a damn good friend. I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. And if that person doesn't see it, then why am I committing so much energy to them? Someone is privileged to be let in. It is a privilege to be a friend with me. And that's what I want you to know. What are your standards for a friend? Do you expect, and don't let ego get in here. Really, what is it? Do you expect your friends to contact you sometimes? Do you expect, when you divulge intimate details about your life, do you want your friends to divulge intimate details about their life too, so that you feel like you're kind of on an even ground? Or do you feel like you're constantly divulging and being very vulnerable, and they're listening but they're not divulging anything? That is their choice, and that's okay. But is that okay for you? Do you want that kind of friendship? Do you always want to be helping them, but they never help you? Do you always want to be making the plans and they never make plans for you? You always have a good time when you're together, but is it okay with you? Is it okay with you that when you go to a restaurant, they're constantly on their phone taking pictures, texting, checking? Is that okay with you? Set your standards. Write them down today. Use this time that you have, because when we come out of this, which we will, life's going to carry on, and you hopefully will have used this time to evolve, and you will let go of everything that is not you, and you will step into this inner French girl and go around, and then with that energy attract the right friends for you. The next thing I want you to do is set standards for your relationship or your partnership, because I'm going to be really honest, and I get a little upset because I care about you women so much. What I am seeing across the board on social media is that women are taking on every responsibility and not requesting and not expecting that their partner be a partner, not be a team member. You cannot be the cook, the teacher, the worker, the colleague, the mummy, the wife, the cleaner. You can't be that all. We don't know how long this is going to go on. That's only going to create resentment and anger and maybe depression and exhaustion, and you're going to come out of this and you're not going to evolve, but your partner's going to be well rested. Come on, set your standards and communicate them. I did that for my family, because the first day it was a little bit all over the place, you know, like I was setting up everything for the kids and my husband was on calls, you know. I was doing all of my work. I was cooking every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was ordering the groceries. I was organizing this. I was helping them with everything. And I said, no. This is a team. So here's what's going to happen, because these are my standards. You let me know what your standards are, but these are my standards. I will do this and I will not do this. I expect this and nothing less. Everybody understand that? So now when mommy's door is closed, I have time. I meditate, I do my movement, I do my work. And everybody knows that unless there's an emergency, you leave me alone. You see, it's very cut and clear. I set the standard. I'm okay with doing the breakfasts and lunches, but every single dinner, no, no. It has to be either a team effort where we all come in and we do it together, or my husband takes over and I get a break. Not all on me. That's my standard. I know it takes a while to get here, but you know what? A lot of times the husbands will say, well, you didn't tell me. Because I said to my husband, and then I'll end this video, but I think this is a very important way to end off, because a lot of women expect their partner to know, and they can't always know. It would be nice if, but no one's a mind reader. So I got kind of upset with my husband the first day. I was like, okay, so I'm supposed to be this, and I'm supposed to be this, and I'm supposed to be this. And I said it out of frustration. And he said, why would you even think you have to tell me to help out with dinner? Like, of course, we're a team, we're this, we're that. And I'm like, okay, so maybe I needed to just say it for myself so that I know I've said it. So I know you've all heard it. I kind of needed to say it for myself. I should have just really said it a bit more calmly, but I said it and he agreed, and now it is such a flowing tag team. This week has been incredible. So ladies, standards for your friendships, standards for your partner, write it down, okay? That's your elegant assignment for today. This is so much fun. Mwah! Make it an elegant day, and I will see you tomorrow.